Welcome to Cloudy Nook Crochet. My name is Lori. I would love to crochet up a storm with you, so please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. In episode 11, I will be sharing an update on the Ophelia Talks 2021 Mystery Crochet Along. I would like to give you an update on the Ophelia Talks 2021 Mystery Crochet Along and show you how far I've gotten so far. Today, week 6 came out, and I believe that clue is showing you how to attach all your pieces together. And before I look at week 6, I wanted to give you an update because I have a couple guesses, and I did a layout on the floor, how these pieces might go together. And I wanted to do that before I look at week 6. So before I look at week 6, I wanted to give you my update, how far I've gotten, and show you some photos of my guesses, what this mystery crochet along is going to be. So let's go ahead and get started. With the yarn pack, we got this strap. And so with the strap, it's kind of a clue in my mind what you're making. I'm still not quite sure what this project's going to be. But let me show you what I've gotten so far. So in week 1, we did, and as you could tell, as I show you my pieces, I still have spaghetti that I have to weave in. So here is week 1 and week 2. Week 1 was doing the 16 small squares in the middle. And then week 2 was doing the border. And the border is actually called dainty clusters, not clusters like I said in my previous episode. So there's the border. So week 1 and 2 is a pretty good sized piece, as you can see. And then week 3, you were making 2 rectangles, and each rectangle had 12 squares in the middle. So here's one of the rectangles, and here is my second rectangle that I did for week 3. Now let me show you what I did for week 4. On week 4, you had to make 5 of these squares, and each square has a different color theme, and they all have this cute little flower in the middle. So let me show you the squares I did. So that's my first square. Here's my second square, my third square, and my fourth square. And I didn't get a chance to work on on the 5th square yet. But so far, since I started this crochet along 3 weeks late, I am really happy with the progress that I've done so far on this crochet along. I love doing crochet alongs. I love doing the mystery ones because you have no idea what you're making. And so that's what got me so motivated to try and get caught up as soon as possible. So again, I'm really happy with my progress. And then week 5, you were making 4 of these squares. And then what you do with week 5, 2 of the squares, you're going to attach them to make 1 rectangle. So on week 5, which came out last Friday, I believe it was May 21st, the only progress I got on week 5 was I got one complete square done, and then this is my second square that I'm working on. So I still need 2 more squares to do for week 5, and then 1 more square to do for week 4. So that is the progress that I've made so far on this crochet along. So when I lay it all out, the colors are just gorgeous, and all the colors just flow really well together. And I had so much fun working with all these different colors, even though I have to weave in all my spaghetti ends. It's worth it, especially when you get a project with such beautiful colors. So that is what I've done so far on this crochet along. In the next segment, I'm going to show you a couple pictures that I took. I laid out all my pieces on the floor to see if I could guess what the layout of this mystery is going to be. I'll show you those in the next segment, but I wanted to do up this episode right away because I'm so excited. I can't wait to look at week 6 to see how we're going to be putting this together. So I had to show it to you and share with you where I'm at. And so it'll be interesting to see if my guesses are in the ballpark or if they're not. So again, this is Ophelia Talks 2021 Mystery Crochet Along. And stay tuned and I'll show you those photos that I took. In this first layout, I think it's going to be an Afghan. The 3 pieces of paper you see are the 3 missing squares for week 5. In this second layout, I'm thinking it's going to be an Afghan again. I just moved the pieces around. But what about the strap? How is the strap going to be incorporated with an Afghan? That's what I'm curious about. If it's not an Afghan, maybe it's a bag, and this is one layout for one side of a bag. Here is another layout for the other side of the bag, but I don't think it's a bag. Otherwise, it's going to be a really big bag. So I'm leaning more towards an Afghan. I showed these layouts to my husband, and he said, well, maybe it's a bag, and some of the pieces are being used as pockets on the inside of the bag. All the layouts that I showed you, none of them had week 4, square number 5. I don't know, that 5th square is kind of an oddball. I didn't know where to lay it. So I have no clue what this mystery is. After I post this video, the first thing I'm going to do is go check out week 6 to see if any of my layouts were close to the actual project. I will leave Ophelia Talks information in the description box below. And once I'm done with this mystery crochet along, I will give you a final update. Bye for now until we meet again.